Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. Let's go. Come on.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now Kaepernick, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Right. 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now they try the right side here. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 67 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Kaepernick now to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry on the way.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. This one taken in by Hester. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Kaepernick now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down now, it's Bowman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time. Right there, 54.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Being chased out. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 31. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And
why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On third and 1, Jackson is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. In for the score. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here. And got his man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 79 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run it now out of the gun.
That's the end of the first quarter. Come on, baby. Let's go. 14-14.
Ready? 52 on it. 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a handoff working right. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check 52, 36, the wing. Check 31, check 31. F-O. Undercrunch. Kill. Check. Fresno. Rotate. Shit. Drop. Check 3. He's coming. Double up. He's got to go.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
On third down, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Jackson. On third down. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Touchdown, defense.
Check 4, check 4.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Check. Lucky.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down, Chiefs.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let him know. Pick the edge. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 43. Shit, watch the shit.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hernandez. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready up, 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Hines. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. They fights him off. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench. They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now it's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Rush in. Rush in. Slam.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Switch it. Watch the eye. Check 99. Check 99. Hop on. Check. Switch. Kill.
He can run for it, and he will. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw, Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. This is Hines. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Into the secondary again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Mike spot. Go. Mike spot 4. It's 3. Check. Let's go. That's the safety creep.
They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Kaepernick. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. And he's got Shockey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be